Hello, everyone. Welcome back from a beautiful weekend. And thank you guys so much for being here. We are starting a new week. It's always something new, always something exciting for us all here. And as we continue to hone and to build unpassive and also build one global movement. So thank you guys so much for everything. How was your weekend? And if you are here, I am believing that your weekend was great, and that's why you are here. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. Thank you guys so much. Let us continue to do what we are doing in our various individual ways, in family ways, in community ways, or in as founders of Unpassive. Let us continue to do what we are doing to continue to really be behind our CEO and support him in everything that he's doing, because that is the only way. Let us not be disappointments to him. Let us support him continuously in various ways, and let us continue to attend all of these good webinars. And this is the way that we are supporting, and this is the way that everything in life is meant to be built, that we are doing it here. So thank you guys so much for coming. I highly appreciate you. I am wishing you all a marvelous, marvelous Monday. And we are going to start with our international anthem before we continue. So I'm going to pick the music up from here, and our DJ is Esther. Do you wanna push it back so you can start from the beginning, please?
Okay. This one you have already brought it up here. Okay, let me go back into it.
Okay. 1 second, guys. I'm sorry for the 2 or 3 minutes late. Okay. There we go.
There we go.
You up your volume if you want.
We are on passive, shining bright into the future. We're rise high with one heart and revolution, lifting up humanity as we rise, standing tall, hand in hand. We are the unicorn. We are the shining the light. We're a nation, we're rising with one love, with one bringing solution, lifting up humanity.
Oh my God! I can see one of my daughters is here, all the way from Dubai. Wow!
Really?
Welcome, mommy. Welcome. Thank you so much. I'm just thanking her. She's all the way from Dubai. Not gonna win.
Wow, that is great.
It rhymes with the topic of today.
Yeah? Wow.
It need to win it. It need to
Yes,
win it.
yes,
We must
yes,
stand tall. That brings
absolutely.
us to the end of this time.
Oh
Yes,
my
we are in it to
goodness.
win
Sharon is here. Hello, Sharon. Thank you.
it. Nice. Thank you, Sister Esther. That was
Yeah.
nicely
Thank you
done.
for playing that nice. You are a good DJ, better than me.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much. Hello, everyone. And those that are coming, those that are watching on the two Facebook channels, thank you guys so much. We are here in a revolution brought to the world by unpassive Mr. Ashmufare. And therefore, we are taking this revolution into our families, into ourselves, into our different endeavors, whether it is helping to eradicate hunger, illiteracy, and poverty among children, whether it's to provide clean water supply to children, whether it is to cancel and provide an education or housing for young people. These women that you see on here are doing that. And this is exactly the mission and the vision of Mr. Ashmufara. Building a future where every child matters, where every child counts, where it is all inclusion and has choices. Building these machine learning that is going to serve people on an equal level instead of using it and feeding it with information that is going to go against others and not the other. So equality is so paramount to Mr. Ashmufara, and we see him living it every day. And I urge each and every one to live it, because whatever you live, you're living it for yourself. First for yourself before the other person. So thank you, and thank you to my beautiful daughter from Dubai, Free. Thank you so much for being here. This is a beautiful move. I'm going to let your parents know that that is what you did, and continue to do that and continue to nurture those children, because this platform from Unpassive is here to continue the legacy of Mr. Ashmufara the way he wants us to do it. So thank you guys so much. Happy weekend again, and welcome back. And we are going to do wonderful this week. And so we are in the series Oh Bless O-CADEMY Revolution, part 136. The wise teachings of a grandmother. Learn to act as if nothing and no one bothers you, and do so with love. Learn to act as if nothing or no one bothers you, but do so with love. And this topic, I will go on for a while instead of our usual discussion, because some topics are meant to be that way. I will talk about, and then the panelists here can contribute, as you all are so contributing. You're also contributing in the chat. Please make sure you're writing your contributions. Everything counts. There is no mistake. Every mistake is there for a reason, and you don't need to know English, and you don't write what you can write there. It counts, and you can use the emojis, because that is kinesthetic learning, and we will know what you mean here. So thank you guys so much. So the wise teachings of a grandmother. Learn to act as if nothing or no one bothers you, and do so with love. And before we go on, I like to read the mission statement of One Global, the vision and mission statement of One Global Movement. And if we can do that once or twice a week, that is better. That way, people are knowing what they are doing. We don't just talk. And we also, the conversations here, as you know, are being implemented. They are being implemented right now at the grassroots level. And so we need to really walk the talk, not just talking, exactly the way our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufara, is doing. And so we want to thank God for him. We want to thank God for bringing us together. We want to thank God for each and every one here, no matter what you stand for. We appreciate you. That means that you have the love for children at heart. That's why you are here. And so let us continue to do this, because this is the only way we can make the world a better place for all. This is the only way that we can do for no child to be left behind. Everybody counts and every family counts. So the vision and mission statement of One Global Movement. The vision and mission of One Global Movement is to empower young people, children, and women worldwide, with a focus on young girls, providing them with tools and sustainable solutions that will help them eradicate hunger, illiteracy and poverty, build generational wealth while living a life of leadership and purpose. We believe that every child deserves access to nutritious food, quality education, and opportunities to thrive, not just to exist, not just to succeed, but to succeed in such a way that other people will succeed through them. That means thriving. Through global collaborative efforts, innovative programs, and community engagement programs, we, One Global Movement, strive to break the circle of hunger, the circle of illiteracy, the circle of poverty, and build a future where every child can build on their hopes and dreams while reaching their full potential. Together, you and I, all of us from Unpassive, we can build that future. Together, through divine intervention, love, and determination, we can create a world where no child goes to bed hungry. No child is denied an education, quality education, and no child is limited to poverty or to any condition that is not of their own making. Why? Because God created us with plenty, more than plenty, and every child deserves access to everything that they were created with and not the other way around. And it is possible. It is possible. So now we're going to dive into the topic of today. Our quote is, what is in your life's blueprint? What is in your life blueprint? I want to suggest some of the things that should begin your life's blueprint. Number one, a deep belief in your own dignity. Do you believe in your own dignity, your worth, and your own somebodyness? Always feel that you count, always feel that you have worth, and always feel that your life has ultimate significance. Because why? It does. This is the lovely quote of Martin Luther King Jr., even though I spice it up with my own thing, but it's from him. So, what if I told you, answer this question, what if I told you that the secret to your peace, unshakable confidence, and unstoppable success lies in the simple principle, a principle that when mastered, when you really master it so well, can transform your life in ways you never imagined possible? What if I told you that? Today, I am going to share with you the power of learning to act as if no one or nothing bothers you. This principle is a principle my grandmother taught me repeatedly while I was young. Today, our children and us live in a world filled with challenges, obstacles, and negativity. Every day, our children are bombarded from the time they wake up from bed until the time they go back to bed with situations that can easily throw them off balance, causing stress, anxiety, and self-doubt if not properly controlled by setting healthy boundaries for them. By who? By us, the parents, by us, the caregivers, by us, the adults around these children, by us, the unperseverance, using the vision and mission of Mr. Ash Mufara. We are in a position where we can do that. But what if I told you that you have the power to rise above it all? To rise above all the pettiness, to rise above all the negativity, to rise above all the belittling, to rise above all the lies. What if I told you that? The power to remain calm, focused, and unperturbed, no matter what life throws at you. What if I told you that? That the answer is remaining calm in the midst of anything that happens to you. What would you do if I told you that? What would you do? What are you going to do if I told you that calmness is the solution to all the challenges that we face in life? The key to unlocking this power lies in teaching ourselves and our children to learn to act as if no one or nothing bothers them at all. No one or nothing bothers us and our children at all. The power of maintaining your calmness, tranquility, the power of maintaining your peace. You act as if nothing bothers you. Because when you do that, it drives a lot of messages home and people begin to know who you are. So now I know what some of us might be thinking right now. Some of us might be thinking, but isn't that just pretending? You're going to think it's just pretending, right? Isn't that being inauthentic? You're not being yourself. And to that, I say absolutely not. You're not pretending. You're not being inauthentic. You just be doing the right thing like the way God created us to be. You saw it in the process of creation. Calmness, calmness, pretending as though nothing bothers you or no one bothers you is the key. So acting as if nothing bothers you is not about denying your feelings. You need to know that. It is not about denying your feelings or suppressing your emotions. Those emotions are there, the feelings are there, they are real, and there has to be a proper way of managing them. And that way is acting as if no one or nothing bothers you, maintaining your peace, your tranquility in the middle of any kind of storm in your life. So it's about teaching our children to choose how they respond to the world around them. Our children go through a lot, but if we don't teach them, then they develop emotional disturbances and health issues. We must do so by doing it ourselves, being the role models to teach them that we're going to act as if nothing or no one bothers us, but we're going to recognize those feelings. We're going to recognize those emotions because they are there as a way of teaching us something. We must not ignore them, but we have to deal with them with peace and tranquility and take the appropriate measures to replace them with something that is positive. So, you see, we can control what happens to us in life. We can control the actions, but we cannot control the actions of others. The challenges we face or the storms in our life, we cannot control those things. But we can act as though those things don't bother us and then look for solutions. It's just like Maya Angelou said, if you don't like what you see, change it. Change it with something better. Replace it with something better. So, but we can control how we react to these things. It is under our control to control how we act to these situations. We can choose to let them define us, to let them dictate our thoughts, emotions, and actions, or we can choose to rise above them and maintain our composure and to keep moving forward with unwavering determination to win no matter what. We see this with Mr. Ashman Farrer, don't we? We see it. He acts as though nothing happens. He chooses to rise above all the pettiness that is happening in unpassive and chooses to move forward and to change it in that tranquility, acting as if nothing bothers him and no one bothers him. So you can commit that you are in control of your own life. You are in control. Nobody can control you except Almighty God. Nobody. And we need to teach ourselves this and these children, and the children can only learn this well when we truly demonstrate that, when we show it, when we become the role model. So that you can refuse to be a victim of your own circumstances. I had to begin to refuse to be a victim of my circumstances as a child and to choose education, to choose to uplift other children, to choose to serve in my community, because that was the only way that was going to help me to reach to women and children and families in the world. We can choose to control what happens to us in our life. That you refuse to be a victim of your environment, of your circumstances. You refuse to be a victim of exploitation. You refuse, you refuse, you refuse. Because when you refuse, something magical happens and things begin to fall in place for you. And that you have the strength, you have the knowledge, you have the wisdom, you have the resilience to overcome any challenges that come your way. But the question now is, how do you cultivate this kind of mindset? How do you do that? How do you learn to act as if nothing or no one bothers you? How do you do that? Even in the face of overwhelming adversity, how do you do that? When things are just too much for you, how do you do that? The answer lies in three simple steps. Number one, learn to recognize that your thoughts create your reality. You must understand that your thoughts create your reality. The way you perceive the world around you, the meaning you attach to events and circumstances, the spirit with which you face your storms or your circumstances, and the stories you tell yourself all shape your experience of life. Your thoughts, remember that. Your thoughts, that is step one. And then when you learn to control your thoughts, to focus on the positive and to reframe your challenges and see them as opportunities for growth, you begin to create a reality that is empowering, inspiring, and filled with a concern of possibilities for you and your children. I know that sometimes it's easier said than done, but it has to be something that has to be done on a daily basis. Because if you don't, your thoughts, what you think, is going to control your action, it's going to control your reality, it's going to control everything around you and your family members and your children. So, step number two, develop emotional mastery, or you can call it emotional intelligence. You have to develop that. That is step number two. Your emotions are so powerful. They are powerful forces that can either propel you forward or hold you back. When you learn to master your emotions, to respond rather than respectfully, respond respectfully and lovingly than react. Don't react to things. You respond to them respectfully and lovingly, and to maintain a sense of tranquility, peace, and clarity, even in the face of insurmountable odds. You become unstoppable. Unstoppable. Even if they spit at you, you don't care. You move on. Sometimes it hurts. You want to fight back. You want to call the person names. You want to say something hurtful. If we maintain that calm, it is going to take us far. Sometimes you can't help it though. You say those things, but after saying them, come back to that place of peace and tranquility, acting as though nothing bothers you or hurts you. You develop the ability to navigate life's challenges with grace, peace, and unwavering determination. If you act as if nothing bothers you, you try to control those emotions. So, what are some of these emotions? So many. What do you have? A lot of these emotions are the same for everyone because we were created with all these emotions, and we must not negate them, or we must not act as if they are not there, because they are there to teach us something. But we have to learn in a calm and peaceful and loving way. So emotions of love, which is the number one top emotions of all emotions, and it depends on the kind of love. Emotions of joy, peace, anger, disgust, fear, sadness, surprise, anxiety, happiness, appreciation, envy, excitement, amusement, awe, pain, confusion, awkwardness, boredom, disappointment, horrors, kindness, anticipation, and what have you? What emotion do you have? We have a lot, but some of those emotions are the same, especially the emotions of love, the emotions of joy, peace, anger, fear. They are there, and much more. They are there, whether we like it or not. We should not say, "Oh, you are afraid." The reality is, I am also afraid. If I tell you that you're afraid, I am also afraid, because it takes somebody that is afraid to be able to tell somebody you're afraid, because they too are afraid, right? So step number three, determination to take action in the face of fear. You are determined to act anyway, even though you are afraid. Fear is a natural human emotion, but it doesn't have to immobilize or control you. Don't let fear stop you in your tracks. Don't do it, because the tendency is, if you don't take action, the fear is not going to go away. It is going to kill you a million times before your actual death. So it will control you, and we don't want that, because when we let fear control us or immobilize us, is there anything? Are you okay? Okay, we don't hear you, Sister Yvonne.
Yvonne, that's why, Yvonne, can you check if anyone wants to come on the panel and let them?
I don't know. Okay.
One Maria Jones, I think she wants to get to the panel, and Nancy is there too.
If
So,
I see your picture here, guys, I will bring you to the panel. Otherwise, Can you guys send them the panelist link in the chat, please?
Okay, let me see if I can do
Yes.
that.
If you use the panelist link that they're going to send to you, then you will come. But thank you so much for really taking that leap of faith to join us here. I appreciate that. So my fellow panelists are going to help send it to you guys while I continue. So fear is a natural human emotion. We must know that. So nobody has to make us feel bad that we are being afraid, because I am afraid of certain things. I am. Sometimes I'm afraid to even speak on here. I sweat and I shake and my voice quivers and a lot of other things happen. Then I tend to not even pronounce things well. That is genuine fear, and fear is a natural human emotion and we all have it. So, but it doesn't have to immobilize you. It doesn't have to stop you in your track. It doesn't have to control you. Otherwise, you're going to die a zillion times before your actual death. So when you learn to act in the face of fear, determined to push through your discomfort and uncertainty, and to keep moving forward even when your last nerve tells you to quit, you will automatically develop a level of courage and resilience that is truly remarkable. This is so true. And I have experienced that several times. I'm sure you guys have done it too. But the fear keeps coming. It keeps coming because it is meant that fear is there for a reason. It's not for us to quit. It is for us to do certain things in a different way and to act differently towards those things. Fear is there for a reason. We have to embrace it, but we have to deal with it in a different way, acting as though nothing and no one bothers us. That is very, very remarkable. Now, I understand that mastering these steps is easier said than done, just like in other things in life, right? Yes, but it takes consistency and persistent practice, dedication, determination, and a willingness to step outside of our comfort zone and then practice. We must instill in our children practicing it every day. We got to do it until we die. And sometimes it even takes you to say, stop it, Yvonne. This is not who you are. This is not who you were created to be. Stop it. You're telling yourself, self-talk. You got to do that. I do it sometimes. I say, oh, no, Mundih, this is not it. No, this is not it. I say that to myself. We can speak to ourselves and it will change things. But you're speaking with action. You don't just sit and talk. You must take action. The good news is that the rewards are immeasurable and they're countless when you face these challenges. And when you tell yourself that, you know what? I am more than what they are telling me. I'm more than the voices in my head. I am more than my situation. No, I am better than other people. That if others have done it, I too can do it. Now you start acting as though nothing bothers you. You just go ahead, let people see your actions. Let them just see your action instead of talking. You just go, you don't even care if people say they like it or they don't like it, because the truth of life is some people are going to love what you do. Some people are not going to love it. That is just life, because it makes life exciting. When those things happen, it makes you want to do better and do more. Imagine if people were not criticizing you, do you know how life would be boring? They can criticize you negatively or positively. It is still good, because that is what they know how to criticize. The way that they use in criticizing you is what they know, is what they have been taught. And you don't blame them. You just move on to do what is good for you, making sure that you make sure that nothing or no one bothers you. So can I tell you something? When you practice and teach your children to do the same, to act as if no one or nothing bothers them, you unlock a level of inner peace, confidence, and self-assurance that most people only dream of every day. This is true. I see this. Our CEO is such an amazing person, because look at what is happening with us in Unpassive. In the middle of all of that, he would think, but why am I even bothering myself with these people? Why do I'm not Jesus Christ to champion the world? No. Why do I have to do this? I am already a rich person. I can keep this to myself and my family. But he acts as though nothing or no one bothers him. And we just see him achieving things. And he does that with determination. And now he takes decisions that people would think that he's crazy or no, he's not a trustworthy person. That's what a leader does, acting as though no one or nothing bothers them. So you become the kind of person who radiates calm in the face of chaos, who inspires others with their unwavering courage, determination, smile, and who achieves success beyond their wildest dreams. You become a master of your own destiny, a creator of your own reality, and a living example of what is possible when you refuse to be defined by your own circumstances, when you refuse to let your emotions take control of your life, and when you refuse to settle for less than what God created you to have. You know what Mr. Ashmafari is doing? He understands that he was created for greatness. He understands that. Anybody, you see Warren Buffett, you see Wole Soyinka, you see the Chinua Achebe, you see Martin Luther King Jr., you see Nelson Mandela, you see Jim Rohn, you see Steve Jobs. You see a lot of people that have lived before, or some of them are still living. This is exactly how they behave. So how is it that somebody has been in prison for 27 years for no reason, and he still maintains peace and love and calmness, seeking to unite people because he understands that that is a path that God wanted him to walk in order to unite the whole world. And he did that with peace and love, and he did that with a smile. He was acting as though nothing, absolutely nothing or no one bothers him. And this is the kind of attitude that we want to build in ourselves and therefore our children. But I am asking you to not take my word for it. Don't take my word for it. I am merely telling you my experiences and what my grandmother taught me. And I dare you to take time to look, let me do something here. I dare you to take the time to look at the lives of some of the most successful people in history, such as, I named them already, Nelson Mandela, Les Brown, Oprah Winfrey, Chinua Achebe, Martin Luther King Jr., Steve Jobs, Maya Angelou, Angelina Jolie, Elon Musk, Professor Wole Soyinka, Professor Tange Sumfo, Professor Cheng Edward, Jim Rohn, Steve Harvey, Dr. Miles Monroe, Warren Buffett, Ash Mufare, Mr. Mufare. Ash Mufare, which is what we are living here, that is a typical example to cover. These top class personalities all share one common trait: the ability to act as if no one or nothing bothers them. Mr. Ash Mufare will see it every day, because I'll be crying when, if I was in his position, I'll be crying like a child. If those things are happening, I will cry, and then I'll quickly wipe my tears off, and then I say, you know what? I am strong enough to do this. I'm strong enough to handle this. So they refuse to be held back by fear, self-doubt, or adversity. They push through challenges with unwavering determination and courage. They create a life of incredible impact and meaning as a result of their refusal to settle for challenges in life and decide to do it or die. To do it or die. We know that. And can I tell you something again? The same is possible for you and me. Are those people coming? I don't see them here. If they are going to come, they are not yet here. If you still want to come to the panel, please use the panelist link and come. So if I see you here, I will bring you up to the panel, okay? So we are waiting. Thank you so much for offering to do that. So the same thing, of course, they didn't give it just to those people. They give it to all of us here. We have to learn it. The same is possible for one global movement, and it is being possible here because we have decided to come together to help eradicate hunger, illiteracy, poverty, abuse, homelessness, and all other social challenges that face children worldwide. You see these panelists here, we are together because that is what they stand for, and they are doing it in the world. And we all can come together to do the same. And that is why Mr. Ash Mufara brought us together to do this thing. It is possible. And children of the world, it's possible to you. But we have to do it because these children would not know. They have to copy from us. It is possible. No matter where you are in life, it is possible. No matter what challenges you face or obstacles you encounter, you have the God-given power to learn to act as if nobody nothing bothers you. You choose the high road and the highway. You go where nobody has created a path for you. You go where you leave a trail instead of leaving a path. But it is possible when you leave aside all the pettiness, all the trying to respond to every little criticism. They are criticizing each and every one of us, everybody here, whether you like it or not. But those criticisms depend on how you take it. You have the power to rise above the noise and chatter around you and stay focused on your goals and your dreams and to create a life that is truly extraordinary, not ordinary life, because that is who you truly are. That is who you were born to be. But it all starts with a choice. It all starts with a choice. A choice to refuse to be defined by your circumstances and to instead define your own reality in your own terms. A choice to not settle for less than what you were created to become. A choice to define your own greatness because you have greatness in your DNA. It is true. I was nothing. I came out of nothing. I was almost going to die. But because my grandmother taught me to act as though nothing or someone or anything bothers me or anybody bothers me, I began to learn those things at a very young age. If you look at my body, I can't show you here because I will be almost naked. I have scars, everything, but I refuse to let anything bother me. I chose to do what is going to help me. And I thank God that today I am doing this with you guys and in the world to champion the cause for all children, women, and families in the world. Isn't that amazing? A choice to come to terms with the fact that you were born to leave your footprints in the world, and a choice to act as if nothing and no one will ever bother you, even in the face of overwhelming adversity. And when you make that choice, when you commit to mastering these principles and living it every day, something incredible happens. You start to notice a shift in your life. The way you talk, you walk, the way you dress, the way you eat, the way you stretch a hand out to help even a child that does not have food, the way you want to bring people together like we are doing here, the way we are contributing to this, making sure that this is not for us, it is for the children. Things will begin to happen. There will be a breakthrough. A window will open up for you that you will not even know how did it happen? Well, I thought I was done. I thought this is it. I thought this is all about me. How did that happen? You start to feel more confident, more empowered, more determined, and more in control. You start to attract people and opportunities that align with your values and your vision, people of like-mindedness. I'm saying this opportunity comes to me every day, even with people on the panel here. They send things to me. I'm like, huh. Even people in the chat, they send things to me. And I'm like, oh my goodness, how did they just know that this is what I'm looking for? You know, they happen every day. The thing you write in the chat here, maybe you think that you're just writing. You don't even know what transformation that is giving me. And I can only talk for myself. And I know that it's doing the same for a lot of people here. This is so important to know. And you start to achieve success beyond what you ever dreamt of. What I'm doing here today, I'm telling you, when my grandmother said, you know, God has aligned your path with people that are going to help you cross. And I was seeking to know those people. I wanted to go visit them. But she said, no, you can't know them. And today I believe, and I strongly believe, that this is it. With Mr. Ash Mufara bringing us here together, this is exactly the people that my grandmother said, God lined your path with them. And together we can do this. Because this dream is not just for Mundih. It's for you and I. It's for the whole world. Imagine a world where children are free to travel without being worried of what can happen. Imagine a world where children are all included. Imagine a world where the children are treated as children, as equals. Children are given choices. Imagine a world where child labor is abolished. Imagine a world where people don't have to seize things or take things that don't belong to them. Imagine a world where children are allowed to express their God-given talent without being worried of what might happen to them. But remember, the journey is not always easy. It's never easy. Easy come, easy go. Remember that. Nothing good in life comes easy. You think Mr. Ashmufara is sleeping? You think I sleep sometimes? No. And even I want to sleep, something happened and I just unconsciously just jump out of bed and I focus on what I need to do. Because time waits for no one. We don't want to carry this ocean of wealth that we've been blessed with into the grave. We don't want to. We want to empty out ourselves into the universe, the way Mr. Ashmufara is teaching us to do. And I know a lot of you are doing it, and you have done so, and you will continue to do so. Always remember that the journey is not easy, because everything good. Look at what all of these people that are named here, it wasn't easy for them, but did they give up? No, they never gave up. There will be times when you feel like giving up, when the challenges seem too much for you to handle. Why is this so? Because easy come has to be easy going. It was not easy for the most successful people in history. It wasn't easy for them. And so it will not be easy for you. We need to teach our children this truth. It will not be easy. But when you put all these great resources that you've been so gifted with, and you just continue to build without stopping to throw a stone at other people just because they said something that was not good to you, you will succeed. The sun that shines on you shines on me the same way. Day and night happens to everyone. Time is given the same way. It's the same for everyone. Everyone, everything that God created gave it the same for everyone. The rain falls on all of us, right? Night and day, right and wrong, it happens to every one of us. Therefore, you and I and our children have no excuse to give except a natural excuse as a result of natural disaster. But even in the face of natural disasters, we still have to deal with it. And those of us whose lives were not taken, we have to be determined to keep moving. And when the obstacle is too overwhelming at the moment, I want you to always remember this and say it so loud to yourself. I am stronger than I think. I used to say that and they'll beat me and I say, I'm still stronger. They say you're short. I say, yes, but I'm very tall inside of myself. That's what you say. I have what it takes to achieve this. I have the power to overcome any challenge, to rise above any obstacle, and to create a life that is truly remarkable. This and many more. This is a very big topic, and I will let the panelists contribute because this is the essence of why we were born. If you don't embrace this, it's going to be so challenging. You're going to invite headache into your life, into the lives of your children, when it is something that we could just focus and act as if nothing or no one bothers us, and then begin to manage all those emotions because they're going to be there, whether you like it or not. Those emotions are going to be there. Thank you guys so much for listening to this. Let us continue to do what we are doing and making sure that we are lending a helping hand out, especially to those that need it, especially to these children that don't have parents that can help them. Thank you guys so much. I so appreciate you, Sister Yvonne, and you, Esther, for the great work that you're doing in the world. Melanie in Rwanda is also doing the same thing. Wasi and other people are doing the same thing in Cameroon, and there are others that are doing it around the globe. But we need to come together to do this. Let us pray that resources will come so quickly that we will begin to do this one global movement, being the first responders to disaster zones, to war zones, being the first responders when children are starving. We need to be there. So thank you guys so much. I leave the floor for you guys to contribute. Thank you.
Okay, I will just say, I think you pretty much covered it all for now. It's been exhausted what you said, the list of things that you were saying. But the only things I want to say, you stress that it's not easy. So unless you actually know who you are, you can't accomplish this. And you have to know that you are divinely made. You're God's child. And if he was to be responding to every little thing that happened down here, none of us would be left alive because he would just get so fed up. And if he can be patient and kind with us, then we'd better learn to do the same thing. Then I'd like to have this quote that says, do what you feel in your heart to be right, meaning find your purpose, do that, for you will be criticized anyway. That's what you said, right? People are always going to, you could be doing, I mean, Christ washed his disciples' feet as a servant leader, And still people criticized him. They said he was this, he was that. It doesn't matter. You cannot please everyone. So again, it comes from us, the adults, the caregivers, the parents, grounding our children in who they are and whose they are. Once you have that and you go outside there, nothing, even death, will not take you off your path. As you keep stressing, look at what our CEO is going through. We can only guess what it is. And still he comes with a cheerful attitude, doesn't rant and rave and call names and point fingers. He says something is wrong. Sometimes he says he's going to fix it. Sometimes it's already done. He's just sharing. We have to make sure that going forward, we inculcate that kind of feeling, strong faith in ourselves and in our children. That is our job. Know who we are, pass it on to them, and know that when you have your right thing that you are doing, don't let other people knock you off your path or trail or whatever, because they will criticize you if you do or if you don't. That is my contribution. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. Either way. Either
Either
way.
way. Either way. Either way.
Okay. Let's hear from our sister, Esther.
Okay. Like you said, Sister Yvonne, Dr. Yvonne covered the grounds because she is the one that was groomed by her grandmother, from day one. Some of us that didn't have that experience, that wasn't that lucky. Yeah, but from our growing up and seeing people the way they behave, especially my senior ones, one of them was actually groomed by my dad's mom, to the extent when my grandmom, that's my dad's mom, was about to leave this world. From the story I was told, she hung on for a while, waiting for that my sister to be home before she can move on. She wanted to give her last word. But unfortunately, she was taking her exams. She couldn't come home. Message was sent to her. That's what I was told. Then by the time she finished her exam, she couldn't wait anymore. She went and joined her creator and still appeared to her when she got to the house. Yes. To tell her that she waited, that she couldn't wait anymore, and told her certain things. Why I'm saying this is, when Sister Yvonne talk about the things her grandmom told her and everything, I knew it is real, and the teachings of a grandmom can never be anything more than you having inner peace in you and being resilient to whatever that comes your way. You need to have self-control, no matter the kind of thing going on emotionally in you. You need to be resilient to anything that will give you headache. Just keep your head high and beat your chest to say, I am more than this. I can handle it. That is what I think a grandmom should teach their little children. Okay. Again, you need to be able to focus on the present. Do not think of what has happened in the past. Learn to focus on the present. By focusing on the present, you'll be able to achieve results that will keep you standing on earth. Another thing is you need to also learn, let go. Let go of whoever that have hurt you in the past. Let go of what you have been through. Focus on the future. The future is what will determine who you will be. I strongly believe that grandmoms will teach their children, great-grandchildren, things like that, then you should also know that whatever thing you are facing in this life, if you know yourself that they are temporal, they are not permanent. With time, they will fizzle away if you take the right route. Finally, you need to be able to show gratitude. A grandmother will always teach their great-grandchildren or grandchildren how to appreciate what somebody does for them, how to show gratitude, because as you do all these things, good things will continue to come your way. That is our belief. When I look at the life that my senior sister lived, how she do things, I can tell you that she is the best amongst all of us. Nothing bothers her. No matter what you bring her way, she handles it tactfully, so gentle. We call her slow and steady wins the race. That's the nickname we give her. You know,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, yeah, be honest,
Yeah.
nothing, absolutely
That's a
nothing
beautiful
bothers.
name. I love that name.
Yeah, slow and steady wins the race.
Yes.
Nothing bothers her. You will see something, you will keep saying, "Oh my God, this is it." When you bring it to her notice, you think that she's going to panic. She will never
No.
ever, never
Exactly.
ever. Rather,
Right.
you will see that she will start advising you,
Yes.
making you to forget that which you are panicking for.
Yes.
So grandmothers, they do a lot of good work in the life of their children, their
True.
daughters or sons' children. Okay, so if you're lucky to still have your grandmom around, please get close. It's wisdom. Their word is wisdom. Their word
Yes.
is power. Their word
Yes.
is knowledge. Their word is understanding. It will take you to the highest places.
It
I
will.
am not opportune, but at least I have a sister who was
Yeah.
close to my grandmom,
Yes.
and from
Yes.
her, I've also learned. So thank you so
Yes.
much. That will be my contribution.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Sister
These
Esther.
contributions are
Yes.
so wonderful. I'm really so
Thank
happy
you.
for this,
Thank you.
and
Yes.
I'm glad that you brought that aspect of the grandmother.
Yes. Yes.
Short story, when I was serving the government here, and one day at the job, and I was just crying. I said, is this the way my life is going to be? What else can I do? I don't even have time for my own son. I don't have time for anybody, and I can't even sponsor these children that that I'm sponsoring in one global movement. My grandmother appeared to me in broad daylight, really broad daylight. All of a sudden, a voice came over me, say, "Wipe your tears. Wipe your tears. Things are getting better for you. Things are getting better." And they almost called 911 on me. Oh. They thought there was something wrong with me. And I was just crying. My grandmother said, "Know who you are. You are a daughter of the king. You are the mantle of hope for this family, and you must take it to the world. And the way that it's been given to you, you cannot sit." And when I say those things, I always want to cry all the time, because people don't understand. They might think that you're a witch or you're something, but that is what happens. It happens, and my grandmother speaks to me a lot. And I was just get I tell my mom, I say, "Mom, grandma said," say how? Where did you meet her? It happens a lot to me. And my grandmother has been the number one mentor and key in my life, because she was really raising me and my mom, because my mom was a teenage mother, all of us together, and said, "This is the mantle of hope. You must take it to the world." And this thing never depletes. It is there. It is there for the world, women and children of the world. And so these things happen for a reason. And that is why prayers matters. Even when you go to the scriptures, you remember they say, "Pray to the God of Isaac, Jacob, and Abraham." What is that? What is that? That is exactly what we're supposed to be doing. And thank God for each and every one of us that is really taking care of their grandparents. Even if they are gone, you still pray, because they will appear to you. They will direct your footprints. And that is God directing them to direct you. They didn't just do it on their own. So it is so important. Thank you guys so much for this. And let us keep doing what we are doing here. We, by the grace of God, the time is coming when every child in the world will be rich. Thank you guys so much. When two of you are here, it's something else. We miss Melanie and the others. Okay, we're going to appreciate our audience here, and live our comments show up on StreamYard. Oh, okay. What did I do? Live comments? This is an
That's,
example. Okay.
yeah, this is how it starts off all the time, but you just clicked on the higher up. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Greetings, everyone. We are on in 30 minutes and not 89. Yes. Thank God Brady corrected that error. Thanks
Oh,
to Brady. I wouldn't
she
have done
did.
it myself. She is so savvy with those things. Thank
She
you for
is.
your loyal support. We appreciate you all about today. Topic, which is the wise teachings of a grandmother. Learn to act as if nothing and no one bothers you, and do so with love. Yes. And I just really want to thank Ngwe And Sister
Yes.
Sharon, they are doing a lot of work. Ngwe in particular is finding challenges, especially in where she lives because of internet challenges or electricity. She is really sacrificing a lot. Some of the time that she's up, I feel like I should even cry, but I cannot cry because we have to do this. It's a
Right.
sacrifice. We have to do
Right.
this. So thank you so much, Ngwe, and thank you so much, Sister Sharon, for everything and every other person that is contributing and also bringing us ideas that we can do these things together. So thank you. We have Mahmoud Sahid. Thank you so much, brother, for being with us here today. We highly appreciate you. And we have Kushal is saying hello, hashtag One Global Movement. And great Brother Kushal Pegu, and thanks for all you do for One Global Movement and on Passive. Yes, thank you so much for all of that. And hashtag One Global Movement. And remember what Eleanor Roosevelt said: no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. Certainly, certainly, you don't feel inferior unless you consented to that. Certainly. And Tarun, thank you so much for being with us again today. We highly appreciate you. Thank you. And Sir AP, of course, is here. Thank you, sir, for always being with us here. We highly appreciate you. And we have Ballyhoo Pushpin Media. Hello, Sharon. Thank you so much. Thank you for your beautiful creations. Thank you. And saying hello to us here in hashtag One Global Movement.
Yep.
Esther, let me meet you a little bit here, okay? You're flying over those keyboards. I can tell. And he says, hello, Yvonne Finn, Dr. Sharon, and everyone on board. Dr. Sharon. Thank you. That's good. Hello, everyone, and welcome to One Global Movement Speak with Heart. Today, please feel free to comment here in the chat with your comments and thoughts about today's topic. That's from the managing director. Hello, brother AP. Thank you. Hashtag One Global Movement. Of course, this is my daughter from Dubai. Hello, free Kankang. Hello. I'm gonna speak in the dialect a little bit. My benewe mo. My benewe man me I can no number me. A father for a mother and baby care. So thank you. I was just telling you that thank you, and I will let the parents know the great job that she's doing. Thank you so much, and say hello to your beautiful kids and your husband. Thank you so much for being with us here today. And Ballyhoo hoo hoo. Hello and hello. Ballyhoo. Hashtag One Global Movement. We have Dion whose flock is here. Wow, wow, nice. Oh my goodness, those are elephants. Beautiful. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Oh,
We highly
yes.
appreciate
Yes.
you. Come again and encourage other people to come. And we have Nital is here today. Thank you so much for being with us. And Free says, I love the show. Yes. Yes, we do, all of us. And Cecile Wire, how are you? Thank you so much, Sel, for being with us today. We highly appreciate you. Thank you. And we have Galian, mommy is here. Thank you so much, Galian. How are you doing? Thank you so much for being with us today. And we have Vivek Tiwari. How are you, sir? Thank you so much for being with us here. Keep coming and keep encouraging other people to come. We highly appreciate you. Thank you. And we going down here. Sister Esther says, welcome everyone to our hashtag One Global Movement, where we hashtag speak with heart for sure. Thank you so much, Sister Esther. Thank you. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Thank you. And always say AP say hello, Esther, and all the panelists. Love you all. We love you too, sir. Thank you so much. And Nancy, of course, is here. How are you, Nancy? Thank you for joining us today, even though you might be at work, but we highly appreciate you. And say hello to all the patients that you're taking care of. We love you all. Thank you. And Kushal is also saying hello to everyone. Oh, wow, this makes it easy for me, isn't it? Our beloved brother and managing director, no other but dear John Barilla. You are welcome. One Global Movement panelists and its attendees love you so much. Thank you for being here. Of course, that is our one and only. And did I read this before? Again,
No.
Ellen says, do what you feel in your heart to be right, for you will be criticized anyway. That is true. That is
Mm-hmm.
true. Imagine people are criticized for their height, for their size, everything that is natural. So what else? So we just have to be like, you know what? It doesn't bother me. I'm just going to be what God has created me to be. Hashtag JJ Tin Man, hashtag Big Heart, hashtag One Global Movement, hashtag Speak with Heart, hashtag Educate the Children, hashtag Educate Girls and Boys. I love John always say, boy, girls and boys, right?
Yes,
Not
yes.
only girls. And Suresh, how are you? Thank you so much for being with us here today. We highly appreciate you. Thank you. And hashtag empower young people, hashtag eradicate poverty. Yes, of course. Thank you. Without picking names, myself and all in hashtag One Global Movement love all our attendees from our heart. Thank you for being here. Yes, we love all of them because they have a purpose. Otherwise, they wouldn't be here. Thank you so much, Esther. And Amal Fateya, how are you, sister? Thank you so much for being among us here today. We highly, highly appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, and our managing director says there is a lot of noise. Can you mute your mic when not speaking, ladies? Okay, thank you so much for telling us that. Thank you. And happy Monday, my wonderful family of hashtag One Global Movement. Happy Monday to you. And that's our brother from the sunny Pretoria. Thank you. And my love on passive founder, Bangladesh. Yes, thank you so much, sir, for being with us here. We highly appreciate you and extend our love and and greetings to everyone in Bangladesh. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. And let me go down here because you guys are doing an amazing job to welcome everyone here. And hello, Adam, Pegu, Tarunsa, AP, Sharon, everyone in the on the panel and in the audience. Welcome to you all to hashtag One Global Movement. Sister Yvonne, happy you are strong now. Thank God. Yes, we thank God.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, yes. And Yusuf, how are you? Thank you so much for being with us here today. We highly appreciate you. And just so, if you have not already done so, do it now, please. Subscribe to One Global Movement YouTube channel right away because when you do that, your support for One Global Movement is supporting the children and it's going to help YouTube to expose One Global Movement more in the world so that we can get to reach every child. Please do so and then turn the notification bell on and subscribe and share and also the big thumbs up. Show your like, okay? This will help a lot. Even artificial intelligence, when we do this, is going to help, especially with the hashtag. When we have our identity firmly grounded in God as your Father. Yep. When you ground it,
Mhm.
nothing bothers you. No one is going to bother you because you know whose you are and who you are, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Hello, Mohammed Sahid Eden from Amal. Thank you. Then other people's okay, when we have our identity firmly grounded in God as your father, then other people's opinion does not take us off our path. That is so true. Thank you. 25
Mhm.
likes and 10 viewers, please, folks. When you come here, click a like and subscribe and click and ring that bell for notifications. Big thumbs up, right? But please stay
Mhm.
and participate with us. Don't leave early. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. Unless you have to use the bathroom, right? Marija,
Mhm.
I was waiting to bring you up to the panel. Maybe it didn't work today, but next time it's going to work. And this applies to everyone. If you need to come to the panel, please come. This panel is here for everyone. That is why we have to treat our children with all inclusion. We have to treat them with millions of choices. We have to give them choices, not one, not two, not three. We have to give them, and we have to build that self-worth and dignity in them, knowing that every child matters and no child can be left behind. So come here at any time that you want to, and the stage will be, it's all yours. It will be for you. A grandmother is a special kind of angel on earth, always loving, always wise, and ever so gentle. Yep, yep. I enjoyed all of that from my grandmother, and I still continue to enjoy. Right? Wow, we have new people with us today. One Global Movement wants to welcome you. We are here for children. Feel free to share your comments in the chat and ask questions if you have any. Thank you so much. And 13 watching right now, please bring someone with you, folks, and participate. Don't just click a thumbs up and then leave. Thank you. Yes, thank you so much, John. And Sister Nancy, the village is growing. That's great. Yes. The One Global Movement village is growing. That is so great. And Sir AP says, New Tapa means 9 days of very hot May end to June first week. This word is used by farmers from ancient times in India. They celebrate this as a festival. They observe phenomenon in many ways, of course, because we are gifted with so many gifts, right? In different ways too. Wow. New days, 9 days of very hot. And do you have the ocean breeze? Because in certain areas it's so hot, but the ocean breeze is there. Like here, sometimes in Minnesota here, it's about 90 something degrees or 90 degrees or 80 something. It's so hot that the air becomes so murky and so that you can't breathe. But in other areas, ocean breeze, it's just dilutes everything and it feels so cool and good.
It makes a difference. The breeze does, yes.
Nancy, do you want to come to the panel, please? And any other that may join, please indicate. Thank you. Okay, that's good. Nancy knows where to find those links. Yeah. Thanks, Dr. Mundih. Yes, touch your reality. Thank you so much, Amal. Thank you. Your support is highly appreciated. And let me go down here. Nancy says, we welcome you, families. Happy Monday. Please don't forget to press the big thumbs up. Subscribe if not yet done. Press the notification bell and share with family and friends. Thank you. Knowing your feelings and emotions. Yep. And don't, because sometimes, when I yell and it brings me a headache. Now I focus on trying to calm down with my headache, and then I don't do anything. But when I learn to not do so, even though sometimes it's going to come without you knowing, but learn to come back to that point where you say, you know what? Peace, Mundih, peace. And you will really, really begin to feel the peace. Farmers understand how monsoon will come from New Tapa before monsoon in ancient times to till date. Our New Tapa of 9 months are completed and now time for monsoon of growing, of planting, right? I think this is so great because it applies in the whole world. Time to plant, time to nurture the soil, time to plant, and time to really nurture the crops, and time to grow. It is such celebrations all over the world. It is called in different names, and even in my village, they do all of these things. I'm like, wow, and it works. It really works. Thank you for sharing. And we have Dilip, sir. How are you? Thank you so much for being among us here today. We highly appreciate you. Maria Just, can I confirm you want to join the panel, please? All right. No, if it didn't work today, that's fine. Next time will work. Okay. New Tapa keys, a scourging flame yields to the monsoon's whispered name. This is a poet, okay? Parched earth hails the cooling rain, blooms unfoil a fragrant train. Thank you so much for that. And we have I do not think copying the link.
Okay, okay. It was not working. It doesn't work for me either. It works for John, so we have to find out what the difference is. So that will be done afterwards, please. Just
yes. Okay. Please help our children to be positive. Tell them they are unique, they are loved. No one will be able to break them down. Yes, certainly. Thank you. Hello, Otam Papri. How are you, beautiful? Look at the beautiful girl smiling. Thank you so much for being with us today. We highly appreciate you. Thank you. And Mr. Barilla says,
John,
go ahead.
He was able to post it. You see that, right? The link is there.
Oh.
But neither Esther or I can do it. Maybe you can. We have to find out. Okay, we'll talk about it afterwards. Yeah.
Yes. Wine
Yeah.
Global Movement Monday, June 3rd at 1 p.m. Eastern Daytime panelist link. Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
You know, that's good. It worked
Thank
for you.
God
That's the
somebody was
panelist
able to.
link.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
we can be posting the panelist link now that we know. In the all the time that we are live, we post it there for anybody that wants to come here. They can then just use it.
Yes,
Please,
but
John,
not
help
any
us
one of
to
us.
post it.
Not any one of us can do it. Only John was able to do it because I've tried and so did Sister Esther. I'm saying there is a problem with what if John is not here and you said to post the link there? How would we do it?
Okay, I will also try to see if I can do that too. If it can work
Absolutely.
on my own end.
Yeah.
I have posted the panelist link in the chat here. Please feel free to join the panel and participate. Yes, thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you, John. Thank
John,
you.
not sure why mine is not working. Everyone, the panelist link is here now. See John Barilla chat. Thank you.
Yes.
You are welcome, Esther. Happy to provide the link. I had to do some searching for it a little bit. For bit found it in a WhatsApp group. Well, yeah, you are in the mothers group, John. You should. It's always there, right? You can just go there and get it from there. And Untamed Bopre, welcome and thanks for coming to hashtag One Global Movement, hashtag Speak with Heart. Please come again. Untamed Bopre, thank you so much. That's an elegant name. Thank you. And he said, hello, Mr. Nixon Mamba, how are you? Thank you so much, sir, for joining us here today. We highly, highly appreciate you. Thank you. And of course, Ashok Kumar is here. Thank you so much, Ashok, for always being with us and for supporting Unpassive, Mr. Ash Mufara, and One Global Movement. Together, we are going to be the correction to the corruption in the world when it concerns our children. Thank you so much. Thank you. And he's saying hello to you and Levi, Mr. Nixon. We're almost done here. Okay, let me see if I'm missing any name. And Sir Epi says, all knowledge, philosophies, and inventions today is only continuation of past. So we should not ignore past, but to learn from past and move forward. Yep. We cannot forget about history because history is what is going to make us today. And also tomorrow, we have to build on that history and continue to add onto that history. What they did not do, we can do it now. And we are here with unpassive artificial intelligence that is going to teach us a lot. Thank you so much for doing that. And Nabajit, how are you? Thank you so much. Namaste. How are you? Thank you so much for being here with us. Aman says, yes, I agree with you, Esther. Grandma is so important in the life of our children. We learn a lot of stories and things. Our dictionary. Sometimes my children said to me, Mom, we need grandma. Oh, we need
That
grandma.
is nice.
Yeah,
That is
you
very
know,
nice. Very nice.
yes, the harvesting season is coming.
Oh.
In my culture, I post something online, the fresh corn and the peanuts, the groundnuts. So when the harvesting season is around, there's a feast. Storytelling from generations to generations.
Yeah.
And the women and grandmothers and the girls will be in their own area. The men and the boys and the grandfathers will be in their own area. Big baskets of corn and the big campfire is there. You can roast it. You can eat boiled corn. And then the peanuts are there. You can roast them or you can boil them. Stories and teachings and lessons, they're going on all day. I miss that. I really do miss it a lot. And maybe I will eat someday in my backyard here with our own campfire. And yes. Okay. Amazing, Sister Yvonne Finn and Sister Esther. These testimonies are real, and I appreciate you for being real for our children. Yes, thank you so much, Nancy. Thanks, Amar. That is true. Wish I was there then and close to her before she traveled to
the great beyond.
to the great beyond. Yep, that's true. I was really fortunate to enjoy my grandmother's, and the other one is still there, 108. She's going to be 109.
So was I. I mean, yes, my grandmother she's a rock. She was a rock, a rock, a rock. Very solid person.
They're
Yes.
always rocks, aren't they?
And yet so forward thinking. I don't know how they managed to do the two things. They're so grounded in, where they are, but yet they could see what you could become or how you would do it. They were all prophets. They were prophets.
They were prophet, real prophet, and that's why they say what grandparents can see while sitting, you can never see while standing. It is true.
That's true. That is exactly it. She was, yeah. Phenomenal
Yes, yes,
lady.
Nancy, it is what it is, and we have to keep it real at all costs. That is why we
Absolutely.
need to not let go of those values, those lessons, moral lessons from our grandparents. We must not be corrupted with that. It
No,
must stay in the family and in the culture and in our societies, because we can have 1 million degrees today. We will never have the knowledge that they had. Never.
no, no. Because you know what it says, Dr. Mundih? It says those who don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it. And this is what the bridge is. This is what the grandparents, especially the grandma, because they're with you so much, this is what they pass on. This is not good. It's never going to be good. It's not because they're stuck. It's because it's been tried and tried and tried and tried. It's not going to work. Bad attitudes, talking about people, teaching people bad, whatever. Those things do not build up anybody, and they know it, and they will tell you not to do it.
Even putting
It's
people
like,
down. It's
yes,
really sad that even in some of these unpassive webinars, people put other people down. They're putting,
yes,
that's not good. That's not Ash Mufari. Or they are putting other countries down. That's not Ash Mufari. We
yeah,
seek to build on the positive and keep moving ahead. And that's what we want to teach our children, because we cannot be teaching children while we are putting people down, you know? That is
no,
not a good thing. And that is why Ash Mufara is building on passive organically, building it from scratch, building
yes,
it. It says AI with heart. AI with heart, you don't know what he's doing. He's bringing all the knowledge along his bloodline, plus the one that God gave him, combine everything together to come out with this brilliance, this
yes,
excellence that we're enjoying as unpassive. So he knows what he's doing, because we need to set aside ego, self-pride, wanting to know, let the world know that I am better than the other. People who seek to put down people or put down certain regions of the world, and they are really revealing themselves that
yes,
they are those that are really down, because somebody that is positive, that wants to uplift humanity, they don't seek to put people down or other
no,
regions of
they
the
don't,
world.
they
It
don't, they
means their
don't.
own region is even down worse than the others. That's what it means,
Mm-hmm.
naturally. Because look at Ash Mufara. I really love that man for what he's doing. I really,
Yes,
really. Prayers for
yes,
all those who are suffering on globe for different reasons. Love you all, unpassive global family members. Yes. The fact is, the truth is, God created us with so much beauty and so much plenty that we can't even exhaust everything. But because of the mindset that we have, that we've been so built in the world to think that I am better than this person, this country is better than this country, this organization is better than this one, then we begin to do things that are not right. And we need to copy 100% from Mr. Ash Mufara, because he's not doing that. And we shouldn't either. We shouldn't, right?
exactly,
A
exactly.
grandmother's love is like an endless river, providing us with strength, courage, and hope, no matter what life throws our way.
Absolutely, absolutely, Sharon. Thank you.
Yes,
Yep.
thank you, Sharon. And SSR AP Mahusadana, you're welcome again today. Happy to have you always. Hello, everyone. Hello, hashtag One Global Movement. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. And let us try to put, whether it is unpassive, build with heart, or whatever, or we put everything about unpassive together when we need to hashtag it. And One Global Movement, the same thing, we put it together,
Mm-hmm.
because AI will read it better that way and continue to help us. Thank you so much, sir. And hello, Unpassive One Global Movement, Unpassive Pioneers. Yes,
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 proud to be
yes.
an unpassive pioneer, and all of us are. And let's go down here. We're almost there. I'm trying to see I don't miss any new person's name. Okay,
No,
we
you
have
haven't.
MD Latif. Hello. Thank you so much for being with us today. We highly appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. And then thanks everyone for coming. We have another session at 8 p.m. We will be happy to see you if you can make it. Love you all. Thank you so much, Nancy. You're helping me there. I'm so happy you're doing that.
Yes, yes,
So
that's
AP
nice.
says hashtag One Global Movement. Above one is autocorrect. Correct, wrong. Yes. You have that wise sayings, I'm telling you. Very wise. Bye, everyone. nice to see you all here, where we gather knowledge from the queens and kings of one hashtag one global movement. Thank you so much, Brother Levy. We highly appreciate you and your contribution. Thank you guys so much. We've come to the end of our webinar. We highly appreciate you. Let us continue to follow the character of the one that brought us here together. We have seen it in various cases that he could have been broken down. He could have just said, I call it quit. He could have just said, you know what? I'm better than all of you. Why am I even wasting my money? He could have said otherwise. But look at what he's doing. I urge each and every one, and those of us who are here, that we are standing for children, to make sure that the right thing is happening in all our various webinars. We need to do what Mr. Ashmufara is doing so that these children can copy us. If we don't do that, we are doomed, because we are doing that for ourselves and our own children and our communities. And for me, I want to do the right thing instead of seeking to be negative or putting people down, or other countries or other areas of the world down. That is uncalled for. Mr. Ashmufara didn't do that. That is why he involves every country in the world. We are having the ego on our shoulders, and you cannot be better by putting somebody down. You will only relegate yourself to the background and to the backwaters of life, and you continue to sink down. You can only do so by elevating other people. Not saying this one is poor, this one is rich, this one is this. That's not the way of people that want to uplift humanity. That's not the way of Mr. Ashmufara. We need to stop it. And if they are doing it in your presence, you need to be the bigger person to rise above that and say, no, we need to stop this, because no child would love to be put down. No child would love to see their family put down, or hear their parents being put down, or hear their country that they belong to be put down. We need to do the right thing. And we're doing that out of greed and jealousy and envy. Those things need to stop. We're doing it according to the world. I'm saying this because I've heard it, I've learned it, and I've seen it in other webinars. They are doing so, and we don't need that. And especially here in One Global Movement and in Unpassive. So thank you guys so much. I love you all. And if you can make it to 8 p.m., like Sister Nancy said, do it if you can. Tomorrow is another better day. Let us continue to behave as though nothing or someone bothers us, and then choose and rise above our emotions and do it the right way. So stay focused, stay encouraged, stay empowered, and always seek to believe in an ocean of endless possibilities, because it is there. Unpassive is here for all of us, and that is our ocean of endless opportunities. We love you all, and until next time, bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you for coming.